So in this lesson we're again looking at linear graphs. We're going to look at again how we draw linear graphs, only this time it is when an XY table has not been provided within the question. Okay, so in the example here we've been asked to draw the graph of y equals 2x minus 3 on the axes given. Okay, so we've been given an XY axis below, and this is provided within the question itself, and we've been asked to draw this straight line represented by y equals 2x minus 3. Now, my advice, we don't have an XY table, but it's very simply to draw and use an XY table, okay? And you might be thinking, okay, well, no problem drawing an XY table like the ones we used in the previous video. And again, that is important. If you haven't already, make sure to watch the first video on drawing linear graphs using an XY table. What you do is you get your x values from the range given on the x-axis. So the range on the x-axis goes from -1 to +3. So they're going to be the values of x that I'm going to use to substitute into the given equation for the straight line. So I'm going to go from -1, 0, 1, 2, and right up to when x is 3. And once you've done that, it's very, very similar. In fact, it's exactly the same as the last video, where we simply take the values of x. So first one being x equals -1, and we substitute it into the equation that is given. So y equals 2x minus 3, y equals 2. So if x is -1, we're doing 2 times -1, take away 3. Okay, so y equals 2 times -1, which is -2, take away 3, which is -5. Okay, so that tells me when x is -1, y is -5, so that's my first y coordinate done. Alright, now we're going to try for x equals 0, and like I said, this is now exactly the same as in the last video. I'll do the first 3 coordinates and I should be able then to spot a pattern by that point. So when x is 0, substitute into the same equation given at the start of the question. So y equals 2x, 2 times x, which is 2 times 0 this time, take away 3. 2 times 0 is 0, 0 take away 3 is -3. Okay, so now if I've done this correctly, these should be going up, the y value should be going up in 2s, but again, always make sure to do a third one just to be 100%. So we're going to use x is 1 this time. So I just make sure I put in when x is 0, y is -3, because remember these are coordinates. Y equals 2x minus 3. So y equals 2 times x is 1 this time, take away 3. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 take away 3 is -1. So that looks correct so far. And I mean, using that, I should be able to predict the next 2 values of y without actually having to do this working out. And again, I can't just do it to make sure I've done it correctly anyway. So 2 up from -1 is 1, and then 2 up from 1 is 3. Okay, and I will just do it to show you. Let's see, when x equals 2, y equals 2x minus 3. So x being 2 this time, it's 2 times 2, take away 3. 2 times 2 is 4, take away 3 is 1. So again, that's fine, that's what I had there. And lastly, x equals 3, so y equals 2x minus 3. Y equals 2 times 3 this time, take away 3. 2 times 3 is 6, take away 3 is 3. Okay, so there you go, when x is 3, y is 3. So that just proves that everything was fine. I should be fine just to do first 3 coordinates, and then I can just continue it on. But again, I'm just doing these last 2 just to prove that point. Now remember, these are indeed coordinates, the x coordinate and y coordinate. So that is the coordinate -1, -5. And we're going to plot these in a straight line in just a wee second. This is 0, -3. This is 1, -1. This is 2, 1. And this is 3, 3. So I can plot these coordinates, and again, if done correctly, it should give me a perfectly straight line. So -1, -5. So back to my axes, -1 all the way down to -5 is here. 0, -3, so 0 on the axes, and then down to -3. Okay, so next one, 1, -1, so 1 across, -1 down. Yep, straight line so far. 2, 1, so 2 across, 1 up. and 3, 3, 3 across, and 3 up. And again, as you can see, I get a nice straight line. You just take your ruler. I'm not using a ruler because I'm filming with my left hand, but of course in the questions you make sure to use a ruler to draw your straight line and continue it right the length of the axes, get it continue beyond the point. Okay, so not much of a difference between this video and the last. The only difference is when you're not given an XY table, my advice is to use one, and to get your values of X, just use the range of values that are given within the X axis itself. Okay, anything you're unsure about, just ask, and I'll put a couple of questions in here to have a go at.